All right, how's everyone tonight? Bob's back. More Biker News Canada. So last night, great interview with Doug from the Road Rebels in Brantford. No, God damn it. Yeah, Brantford. Yes, I said it right for a change. From Brantford, Ontario. So Doug, thank you very much for coming on. It was a great time. Good talking to you, and we're definitely going to keep in touch. So that brings me up to tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I'm gonna host a round table, and it's gonna be a bunch of biker, you know, YouTube biker creators from the U.S. of A. And I'm gonna shoot them questions about what I see on the news up here about American politics. I'm not gonna attack one party or the other. I'm gonna ask them questions, um, and let them answer it. Stuff about how come each side can say the other side's going to be the end to a democracy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And how bad are things really down there as far as the political climate goes, etc. That'll be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard right here on Biker News Canada. So check that one out. It'll be live. You can get in the chat and fire in your opinions as well. Also, Next week, I've got an interview with the London Free Riders, and that'll be on Wednesday. And it's gonna have Tiff, Chris, and Frost from the London Free Riders, and we're gonna talk about how they get together for their rides. It's mostly a social media group. Um, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to see how you get involved if you're so inclined and all that stuff. They do ride out of London, Ontario, and they are quite busy, so it's good to see. And the week after, I think it's going to be Wednesday, we decided. And I'm going to be talking to Paul Taylor from Rides for Autism. And that one's close to my heart. If you know me, you know why. So check that one out. And we're going to talk all about the Rides for Autism. I think it's the ride that's held up in the Ottawa area. But we're going to talk to Paul and find out all the details. It might be province-wide. It could be everything. So in the meantime, I'm going to run down a few other things that we got going on. A little bit of fundraising going on right around this weekend and all that. And again, it's always put on by different groups. So let's get on with our first one. So the first one is, what do we got going on here? Here we go. Bro Middlesex Elgin. So Friday, November 8th, join us for a fun-filled night as we raise funds for our 46th annual Toys for Tots run. Every kid deserves a Christmas Part 2. Adding to the toys, food, and funds generated at the toy run in September, we strive to raise a little more for the communities of Elgin and Middlesex counties. Join in the fun and bid on one of 30 fabulous designer purses. It's not just a purse you get, they're filled with prizes too. Or bid on your favorite homemade pie. All funds raised support Christmas care programs and food banks throughout Elgin and Middlesex counties. Mennonite quilt raffle and 50-50 serving all kinds of pie and coffee. So get on down there. It's at the Fellowship Church at 641 Elm Street in St. Thomas. You buy a bidding paddle for $5. And like you say, it's Friday, November 8th from 6:30. And the auction starts at 7:30. So going on there, they got some corporate sponsorship and stuff. And as you can see, it's being hosted by Bro, Bikers' Rights Organization, Elgin Middlesex would be, I guess, their chapter. So the Bro organization is hosting this. Get on down there if you can, lend your support, and help them, help some people have a good Christmas this year, So now Now we're going to get on to, this is a pretty cool story, so I thought I'd throw it up here. This fella here, and this is coming from the Ontario Motorcycle Riders Facebook page. Stephen James is the person who made the post. See by his face, he's been out riding in the cold. So big thank you to a fellow rider named Briar who pulled over for me on the highway today after work to check in and offer me a solid assist. I wasn't sure what the issue was, but signs were pointing to an empty tank, even though my gas light never illuminated. So Briar took the time to go to the nearest gas station, grab a bottle of gas, and brought it back to me. And that was the fix. Turns out my gas light suddenly stopped working, and I simply ran dry. I don't want to thank the dude on the yellow bike who stopped on the other side of the highway to see if I needed a hand while I was waiting for the gas. You gems out there looking out for others and willing to lend a hand make this a great community. Not that I was counting, but afterwards it dawned on me that 0 out of hundreds of cars stopped. So there he is, out there waiting for some gas, found a helper with a fellow rider, and that's what makes the biker community kind of what it is. You know, special community. You get the fingers down wave as you're going by another rider. You get all that stuff. And that's the sort of stuff I'm kind of promoting here on this channel. So good on you, buddy. I'm glad you got home. I'm glad you got somebody to stop, give you a hand, and all that good stuff. Moving along. We're going to keep this moving along. And the next one I want to talk about, this is a group I will be interviewing at some point in the future. The Ghost Riders Riding Club, 3 cities, which is Cambridge and Kitchener and Waterloo, right? Yeah. On behalf of the Cambridge Food Bank, we are doing another food drive to help them stock their shelves for the ones in need. So it's happening November 2nd and 3rd from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Freshco at 75 Dundas Street North in Cambridge. So get on out there. Cool. And they got some support stickers. Cool. So get on out there if you're in Cambridge. Help the Ghost Riders RC. Help other people who could use a hand. And keeping theirs and their kids' tummies full, man. It's hard out there right now. And this is what bikers do when it's hard out there. They give a hand where they can. Again, it's a part of what makes the motorcycle community what it is. So now we're on to another post. This is from Tri-City Ride for Autism. Now again, this could be the same thing that I'm doing the interview on in next week, the week after, and it could be another one. So Tri-City Ride for Autism, a big thank you for everyone who donated for this year's fundraiser, from family and friends to small businesses and large corporations. We couldn't have done it without you. We are forever grateful to the TCRFA community, and that's the Tri-City Ride for Autism. Each and every one of you play an important role, and we're so glad to have helped our local kids' abilities. So that's where they help with their donation, and they helped them out with a nice big check, over $7,000. Good on you guys. Again, anyone who helps out, anybody who's got anything to do with autism, has got a place in my heart. It's not always an easy road to be on, but you know what? There's way more good parts than there is bad parts. I wouldn't want it any other way. But anyways, let's keep on moving here. Now, this is an interesting one. This is, I'm assuming it's a business out in Alberta. I found this on the Alberta. It's called Riding Alberta. It's a Facebook group again. And the post is from One Last Motorcycle Hearse. And I think I am going to contact this person and see if I can do an interview. So as we reach the end of the season, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude for the love and support you have shown to One Last Ride Motorcycle Hearse. Your encouragement means the world to me and has made a challenging journey a little lighter. Each year brings its own set of joys and sorrows, and this year was no exception. I would like to take a moment to remember and pray for all the lives lost on motorcycles this year. Each loss is a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment we have with our loved ones. Your support has allowed me to honor those lives in a meaningful way, and for that I am truly thankful. Providing this service is not easy. It often weighs heavily on my heart. However, I believe it is necessary. It is a privilege to assist families in their time of need, to help honor the memories of those who have departed too soon. Your trust in One Last Motorcycle Hearse fuels my passion and commitment to this vital work. I would also like to extend a special thank you to my employee and friend, Chris. Chris has been an incredible sport this year, helping me navigate the challenges we face with grace and dedication. I'm grateful for his hard work and passion and unwavering friendship. Right on. As we look forward to the next season, let us carry the memories of those we've lost and continue to support one another in our shared love for the open road. Thank you once again for your kindness and support. Warm regards, Brad from One Last Motorcycle Hearse. And there's a picture of his rig. And I think that's pretty cool. And I have a strong suspicion that most people who ride would be more than happy if that's the way that they got to their final resting spot. So hats off on you. Hats off on you. Hats off to you, Brad and Chris, and all the stuff you guys do. It can't be an easy job. It's you're dealing with grief, and you do it. I dig it. So if you're in Alberta, heaven forbid you never need their services. But if you know that there's something out there. So here's something I found from Windsor. This is the Windsor Motorcycle Group. We're getting into next year's events. Obviously, I'll be talking about this as the event gets closer, but they've also already set a date for the second annual poker run for Ronald McDonald House Charities, Southwestern Ontario. It'll be June 7th next summer. And Ronald McDonald Houses, if anyone's ever had to use them, I've heard that they're incredibly great things. Heaven forbid you should have a child in the hospital in another city away from you. That would be, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't think of anything much worse than that. So they're raising some money for them. Good on you. And here's our last one we're going to kick up today. The Handwriters Group. They're going back indoors. It's cold out now. So November 16th is the first indoor. It's the third Saturday of each month. And the first one will be November 16th. They get together at Harley's Pub and Perk, 9070 Lower Street, Mildmay, Ontario. And the one in December is going to be on the 14th, just so it doesn't mess up with anyone who's got to go away for Christmas or whatever. So the first one, Harley's Pub and Perk in Mildmay, Ontario, is November 16th. Go on out there and meet the men and ladies from the Handwriters Group and check them out. They do lots of great stuff up in your community. If you don't know them, go see if you can make a point to get to know them. All right, and that's what I got. I just want to do a quick short one today. A nice El Quico, as it were. And just get that stuff out there to everybody. So don't forget, was that tonight or was that last night? No, that was last night. Hopefully the event for the Burlington Bike Night and Social Cruise was a success last night down there with Sue and all of her people who help her. And that's what I got for today. So again, everyone, thank you for watching my videos. It means the world to me. All you riding clubs, I will be approaching you guys. I'll send you messages probably on Messenger. And we'll start lining up more interviews. I got the next 2 weeks covered, so I'm not in a big panic. So tomorrow night, we're going to have a live roundtable, 8 p.m., talking about the crazy American politics. And then soon enough, we're going to have a Canadian one because we got a Canadian election coming up in the new year. The week after Wednesday, we're going to have the London Free Riders. And the week after, I'm going to have Paul talking about the autism run up around Ottawa. So we got lots of good stuff coming. Stay tuned. Keep on watching. And Everyone takes time to watch me. I love y'all. And until next time, have a great night. See you later and respect.